Peace. Today is Friday, December 7th, making today's math.
God.
Yes, God is that supreme being. God is you. Peace. Peace. Welcome back to United Me Godcast. I'm Lord Jamar.
I'm Digger.
We got fact checker Rage in the house.
Present.
Yeah.
We got sound man Alex in the place.
What's going on?
We got editor, director Harold in the place to be.
That's right.
And we back up in this motherfucker.
Word.
Shit. Lot been going on.
Yeah, man.
Where we at now? Whoa. Before we continue, that's what I wanted to say. Before we continue, if you'd like to donate to the show, go to cash.me/$younotamean, patreon.com/younotamean, or younotamean.com/support. We appreciate you. We are independently funded, and every dollar helps. Thank you to all our supporters who continue to support us. We love y'all. Salute. Okay. So where are we? What we chat about?
As per the Amerikkka usual, we lost some brothers.
Yes, I know what you're talking about. We lost some brothers in a very racist way. Mm-hmm. So there was two of them, first of all, that are very similar to each other. Did we report on the other one?
I think we just did. We
a couple of weeks ago.
I think we discussed the first one. Man,
so
doing
there was
his job.
He was a security guard.
He was a bouncer at a club.
Okay.
And he basically was doing his job. He was handling the situation. There were some unruly patrons. He managed to subdue the perpetrator and keep them detained until the cops arrived. He had a pistol aimed at the person. He had the person down,
which he was licensed to carry, and all
right.
that. Mm-hmm.
And when the police and please get his name because I don't have it in front of me. I'm sorry.
Get the other guy's name.
I think Jamar
His name is
Henson.
Jamel Robertson.
Okay. When the cops arrived, they shot on sight. No questions asked. People are actually trying to alert the officers.
He's the that's the wrong guy.
Like he just saved us, and here y'all go.
Right. Jamel Robertson.
Okay.
Who was a security guard. I think this is a guy who came up saying he always wanted to be a police officer, and anybody that knows him knew that Jamel wanted to be a police. Somehow Jamel was licensed to carry and all this type of stuff. And what happened exactly?
Yes, he was working at a bar called the Blue Lounge. Apparently he had calmed down an altercation and had his weapon drawn to subdue somebody. And when the police arrived, they just shot. The discrepancy now is that they're saying that he didn't have any markings that showed him up as a security guard. But they were saying that, it's conflicting testimony. People are saying he had his hat on that said security. Some people are saying that the officers came, saw him, and shot. But the officers are saying that they told him to drop the weapon, or like they had yelled some commands. So those are like the contradictions right now.
Could you find me the other story of the other security guard and tell me his name, please?
I'll need a second.
Then, while you're doing that, there was another story. Now, this didn't have anything to do with security guard, but I saw footage and there was a young brother on a roof, and the police was chasing him, and his body cam footage showed that, like, he was telling the kid to get down, and as the kid had his hands out and was going down onto the ground as instructed, he was shot by this police officer. But originally, the police officer had said some shit like, the motherfucker did some shit with his hands or turned around real quick or some crazy fucking shit he said, where now the body cam footage disputed that.
Okay, was this on Thanksgiving night? There's a few security shooting incidents.
Yeah, I think that was Thanksgiving.
Jesus, man. This is in Alabama?
No, this was in Milwaukee or something like that. See, this is crazy. So now you're telling me there was something else in Alabama that happened.
Yes. Man killed by police at Alabama Mall was a good guy with a gun. They killing brothers, man.
Unfortunately, unfortunately, so many brothers have been put down in the past week. We can't even figure out the names, and
wow,
we can't even correlate the names to the locations right now.
That's crazy, man.
Damn.
Wow,
that's crazy.
Wow.
Like, this is gonna take time to really parse this out.
But you know, the thing is, it's like the automatic assumption is when you see a black man with a weapon that he is the enemy. Like, that's the automatic assumption. But the automatic assumption should be when you see a white man with an enemy, with a weapon.
Oh, matter of fact,
he's the enemy.
I'll give you one better. Has anyone seen the footage of the 4 Somalian girls in the McDonald's?
No.
Okay, so check this fly shit out. So inside of a McDonald's, and I'm not sure of the location, but there's footage that surfaced of some teenagers in a McDonald's, and a white man brandished a gun, pulled out a gun on them. Like, they're all walking towards the door, and he pulled out a gun, and they all get scared, and they run, like, they're running back towards the inside of the store. The man goes outside. The manager, white woman, comes out and start cursing them out like, get the fuck out of my store. And they're like, no, he's got a gun. She's like, I don't give a fuck. Get out of my store.
Hey. I follow my friends. What's up? Oh, whoa. Hey. Get out of my store now.
You need to send them out there. Hey, don't send them out there when the dude just pulled a fucking gun on him.
I want everybody out of my store. And
you better call the fucking cops.
Call the cops. He pulled a gun at
So now here we go. Now we got the white savior man that comes. What do you mean? Wait, you can't send them out there to the crazy man that's waiting to shoot them. And then she goes back and she goes behind the counter. But yeah, now that was crazy. I think they did catch that guy. That guy has been captured and charged. But yeah, like, how you gonna pull out a gun on 4 young Muslim ladies? And they were kids. Like, you can hear in their voice, their kids like, oh my God, he's got a gun. Like, they were like
kids.
But I was just this whole thought about this gun control and all this came to my mind. Mm-hmm. And it's they want to disarm the people. Like, it's not the guns, okay? It's the people and the mentality of the people with the guns. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But it's not the guns themselves. Like, nobody's trying to make legislation to just outlaw sugar. Yet we know sugar is one of the biggest killers of people.
Or nicotine. Or alcohol.
We know it's the use of sugar, and people need to cut down on the use of sugar. But are we going to just create a legislation that takes sugar away from the people? Are we going to take legislation that they did try that with prohibition. They took alcohol away from the people. And it wasn't the alcohol. It's the people. So what I'm saying is this all ties into, you're trying to travel the path of least resistance. There's going to be a time, trust me, ladies and gentlemen, there's going to be a time when your government is going to come in and try to subdue the people. They're going to try to subdue the people. And the easiest way for them to do this is to make sure that the people aren't armed and make sure that the men as soft as possible. Either the strong men are already in jail, they're dead, or now let's weaken the rest of them. So now let's take away their gun. Now who's going to defend if I now come in there with a bunch of strong, manly men with guns? Who's going to stop me?
Digga, digga.
You'd
Come
like
and
to-
get me.
You're one person. Though.
I know,
You
I
see what
know.
I'm saying? You're one person, and even if you had, a small army of sisters, look at how much stronger it could have been. You see what I'm saying? If they hadn't weakened your brothers and all of that.
Absolutely.
But so now you, as a sister, have to take up a certain situation.
And it seems like it was so easy to do it to us. All we got to do is just keep getting these charges, keep racking up these charges, keep copping these pleas. Now you're registered, now you're convict, now you're felon. Oop,
Right, but-
there goes your registered weapons. There go your legal firearms.
Right, but also if we keep creating these shootings and then have the legislation behind it, we're going to scare the people into giving up their weapons. You see what I'm saying? And that's what's going on right now. Listen, these shootings are horrible for the ones that are really happening, because trust me, some of these ain't even really happening. But anyway, that's a whole other story about false flag operations and shit like that. But for the ones where they actually do sacrifice people and all of that, that's horrible, and that's sick that you would even kill people just to try to push an agenda forward. But that's what we're seeing right now. They're trying to create a fear in the people of guns and shit like that.
I think I just saw something on the news today. I think today is like the anniversary of Colin Ferguson, the Long Island Railroad shooter.
wow.
I don't know, like like the old standard definition footage just popped up on the TV today. So I think today might be the anniversary.
Yeah, the Long Island Railroad.
I could be
old
totally
Colin.
making it up, but I have no idea like why that would
He
be
was
on
killing
TV
white
today.
people on the train, too.
Yeah, he just got on the LIRR. And remember, before that happened, we would have went to our graves like, yo, no black person would ever do no shit like that. That is some white people shit. You turn on the news, oh shit, a nigga just shot up the train.
But you know
And when we heard his name at first too, he was like, "Oh, he's white." Like, oh,
they tried to hide it, but he did some political executions. The man had a manifesto. He was tired of white people, man.
He defended himself.
And he tortured them on the stage.
And
Did you
yes!
see me shoot you? What's your
Can you identify the
word.
person? Yes. Can you identify the person with the gun?
it was you.
So
Yeah, he was talking in third
you
person
can
the whole
unequivocally
time.
say that you saw the shooter on the train. You can identify the shooter on the train
Yo, they was
as the person
melting on the
standing in
stairs.
front of you as the shooter. Yo, did y'all watch that? I
And
mean,
where is he right now at this point?
He's talking to me right now.
it's you. It's you. Yo,
Yo, that shit was fucking
oh, see, we
hilarious.
laughing at that. We ain't shit, y'all.
I'm laughing at it. I have to laugh.
Shout out my man, Colin.
There's a whole other approach.
Shout out, Colin. You're sick. You're sick, Jamar.
Can I just point out something real quick? During the Hurricane Katrina, quote unquote, levee breach, right?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of those bodies that they found in the water had bullet holes in them. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people were trying to flee that ward. They were trying to cross the bridge. White people were protecting their land and were shooting at them on the bridge. You know what I'm saying? And that's why just to like segue in the whole caravan thing that's coming, where people are worried about the quote unquote immigrants. We at one point in time was immigrants right here in America. You know what I'm saying?
Didn't I hear that they was popping like tear gas and shit at women and children and all
Man,
that?
yo, that's
and
just
then Trump says, "Well, what are they doing there?" Or something
Yo,
like that.
Yo,
Like
the footage is really heart wrenching, man. You got mothers.
I haven't seen it yet.
It's terrible, man.
Is Katrina?
No, I'm talking about the caravan currently happening right
Oh,
now.
right.
Of the quote unquote so-called immigrants.
And aren't
Yeah.
they coming from Honduras?
They're coming from Honduras right now. They're being ejected.
Like, first of all,
from Tijuana.
Honduras is right next to where my people are from, which is Guyana. Okay.
Man, you don't want to.
I used to have a girl from Honduras actually back in the days. So
Beautiful
I
people.
have a connection to Honduras.
Long live the people.
Yes.
of
I think my
Honduras.
freshman roommate was from Honduras. Shouts out, Kathy.
Honduras is not that far away, and to me, Honduras is not some like third world country. Like
No.
yeah, but that's the way he's acting like, yo, a bunch of savages is basically at the doorstep of America, and we're gonna, you know what I mean?
I have to touch on.
No, this is just some people from Honduras.
There's something called the Monroe Doctrine that's been bandied about, you know what I mean, for a long time, like in terms of how they view Latin America. But what I want to point out is that we call these people so-called immigrants, and we say they want to come to America, but it's the American policy that makes their lands where they live unlivable, by constantly imposing on their democracy, funding coup d'etats. Every time somebody's democratically elected, they take them out of government. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So now when these people can't create a livelihood for themselves in their region, now they want to come here for jobs. We're like, oh, you can't come here either. Where the fuck are they supposed to go?
Right, and they'll rape the resources of the area and all of that type of shit.
Like,
we stay going other places doing shit.
Yo,
Sending missionaries to Forbidden Islands.
Right. Arrows for Jesus, holla.
Yo, that's still. I try to live on being like a respectable for mankind person.
How many
but
people died at the
I cannot stop laughing at this guy getting arrowed the fuck up.
Come on, it's poetic justice.
Well, first of all, how many times has Christianity gone around the world
Millions of
and
people,
murdered original
Hey.
people in the name of Christianity? This
You know
is
what?
one
Talk
fucking
about
it. guy.
This is one white boy
on,
who's
man.
not even full white boy, because yes, he was a chow or whatever the fuck. So like, but this is one partial white boy who finally got his comeuppance for coming with that fucking Christianity bullshit, trying to force it on a fucking original people like they've been doing, and for once, you know, one of these motherfuckers in the motherfucking neck
And let
with
it
a
go.
motherfucking arrow, and they killed him in a peaceful way. If you add, like, an arrow's more peaceful than a gun.
Damn!
If you ask me. You know what I mean?
A poisonous arrow,
Yeah.
only to get dragged,
Drag you
tarred
around by
and
the
feathered.
neck with some twine. I mean,
So much more humane than a
it could have
kill
been
shot.
a lot worse. Could have been a lot worse. Yes. What if I hit you with a 50 cal that blow your head? You know what I mean?
Word.
Like, come on, man.
Perforate
That's
you
very,
and shit.
very violent. Like, you know, a nice poison arrow, you know.
Yeah, go to
Hit
sleep.
you, go in the bloodstream.
Jesus.
Yeah, you go to sleep.
All right.
When you die.
All right.
It's not that bad.
Any more news? We gotta get ready to wrap this segment up.
Yeah, I think we're about done right now. Listen.
What? You don't want to talk about the
What?
I ain't saying it.
I know what it is.
I ain't saying
What
nothing.
else is there? What's the elephant in the room right now?
It says time's up. Why'd y'all make a... Oh, no. Dwight Howard. Dwight Howard fucking with a chump.
We're out of time.
Oh, my God. But hang on.
Look at
Squeeze this in.
We're out of time.
We got 5 minutes. Okay.
5 minutes.
Listen, all right. So Dwight Howard apparently is a booty bandit. Real quick, did you see the video? He sat down, he put his hands in the man's crotch. That was years ago.
They're starting
it's
to,
like shit is coming out.
Videos are coming out.
Here's the thing. Damn, what do I want to say about that? Oh, this is what I learned from this. So originally, right? You had told me that it was a transgender, right?
It's supposed to be.
They corrected it. They corrected it. Now let me show you how far the bullshit has gone. It wasn't a transgender woman. You know what it was?
What?
A cisgender.
Cisgender?
Oh yeah, cisgender. Do you know what cisgender is?
No, no.
Cisgender.
Oh, cisgender is you identify with the gender you were born.
Did your hand just go like this? Yo, did you see that?
Oh no! Wait, stop! No, my hand did not do that. No, I didn't
We'll
do
go
that,
to the
did
tape.
I didn't do that.
We'll go to the tape. You was like,
No,
Anyway.
you know what I was about because I'm seeing the term cishet a lot, which
First
is
of
just
all,
which is you're heterosexual and you identify with the
What kind of
gender you're born. That's
how indoctrinated have you been that you even know what that is? Like, why the fuck did you even hear of that before? Because I never even heard of this sick shit before.
Because
you mean they have a name for being normal?
Wait, I was about to say, but that's. But how did it get corrected? I don't
Because
I didn't see that.
in something I was reading, they were saying that whoever this chump that Dwight Howard was messing with, they was calling him transgender first, right?
Right.
But then they're saying, correction, this motherfucker wasn't transgender. It was cisgender, and he identifies as a gay man. So I said cisgender, like I had to look it up.
I'm see now.
I said, what the fuck is cisgender?
Now I'm gonna tell you what that is.
And it says one.
That's just semantics. That's just semantics.
No, but what it is?
So
he's
a gay man.
He's a gay man.
He's a gay man.
But what I'm saying is,
They're saying no, he's not
trying to give a
transgender.
name for normality. Like that's almost dangerous to name some shit like that. Is what I'm saying. Like you name the abnormalities. Like there doesn't need to be a name for a person who identifies with the sex that they was born as.
That's deep. Yeah.
That's a boy or a girl.
Yeah.
That's a man or a woman. It's not a cisgender. That's some new age bullshit that they're coming up with that they're trying to inject into the
semantics.
lexicon. No, it's not.
No,
this is word magic.
No, I'm saying that's
Hold up.
It's semantics.
But semantics can be a type of word magic. They're trying to cast a spell. Okay, this is why spelling. When you spell words, you're casting spells. So all I'm saying is, don't go with this fucking cisgender shit. Like, we're not calling this shit cisgender.
No.
You're a boy.
He's a man that identifies as a man.
And you're supposed to identify as that. There should be no fucking technical name for this shit other than they're trying to categorize a bunch of fuck shit.
I'm gonna tell you what that is.
Put the regular shit in with the fuck shit. That's part of it.
I'm gonna tell you what that is. That guy was bringing heat to the transgender community. So what they did, their response to that was no. Don't demonize us. That has nothing to do with the transgender community. That is
I hear you, but what I'm saying is,
but that's why
they didn't make up that term just for that purpose. They didn't. Why the term cisgender was even created is nefarious. You understand what I'm saying? It's part of their agenda to create these subcategories that don't really exist.
No, I've actually never heard that term. I'm using context clues right now because I saw the term cishet before. So I'm like, okay, what is cishet? So cishet is,
and cis means CIS is how they spell it.
CISHET. That means that's cis heterosexual.
Right.
That means I'm born a woman and I'm attracted to men. I'm like,
meaning you're normal.
I'm like cis het. So that's,
meaning you're fucking normal. Stop calling it some other shit.
So I'm assuming that's what cisgender means. You're identifying with the gender that, you're born.
We gotta go because this could be a whole fucking show in itself.
But now, so let's say this.
Dwight Howard is butt tickling, allegedly.
Hang on. So no, we're not going to just end it on that note. Does it take away from his game? Does it take away from his stats? Do we care who he sleep with when he go home?
Well, first of all, I don't. Is
that
Dwight Howard that nice anymore?
Okay, so
no.
Okay,
so maybe it does take away from his stats.
So hang on.
Maybe if he wasn't doing.
So I'll do you one better.
Maybe if he wasn't a hard bottom.
Hey, I'll do you one better. I heard
he's a bottomer.
I don't want to put this. I don't want to just start making up scenarios. But let's say it was somebody with the stats of a LeBron. Would it matter?
It's not though. I don't think a gay nigga could ever be that nice.
How do you
shit
know.
like that.
We don't know what these people.
We'll see.
We don't know who goes home and does what.
Maybe.
And
you know what? No, it wouldn't take away from it.
We-
It wouldn't
we-
take away
we
from
don't
it. Because
know.
there's singers and all of that and musicians. Liberace was a hell of
Come
a
on,
He
man.
could tickle those fucking ivories,
But
but he also tickled niggas' balls
this is
and
what I'm
shit.
saying. How many real niggas, live niggas, probably god body niggas is what? Sleeping with underage girls. I'm just no. I'm
Get some-
hey, let's keep it.
That's not very born to born of you. Don't you put the gods up
but
in
it's
there.
real shit. Sleeping with underage girls, fucking going home to their wife, getting some shit stuck up their ass. Hey, what motherfuckers do in the privacy of their home, I don't give a fuck. And I said this many moons
but
ago.
I'm telling you, it does matter. It says something about your character, and it does matter. But we'll get into this in another show because we don't have time. We got to go. You know I love you, Dicka.
And you know I love you too. And you know motherfuckers that ain't born to born. And you still gonna pass them the L, nigga. Stop it. Okay? You know and I know that you know that I know that you know some motherfuckers that ain't being born to born right now.
Still gonna pass him the L.
And they gonna go home and you just gonna pretend that you don't know what the fuck is going on in that house, in that 3-story walk up. You're gonna ignore it.
Shit, she's naming houses and shit.
Stop it.
Yo.
Hey, yo.
Once again, man.
Oh, my goodness.
You know what I mean? Godcast. If
love
y'all want to
y'all.
donate, go to cash.me, it's the $, you know what I mean? Patreon.com/you know what I mean, you know what I mean.com/support. I'm Lord Jamar.
I'm Tigger.
Peace. Peace. It's the absence of all confusion. United we stand, divided we fall. 2 fingers together is the real peace sign, y'all. Brand Nubian peace gear. Hoodies. T-shirts. Snapbacks. Available at hoodg.com. Get yours today.